Good evening, and welcome to this edition of the Island Stat Sports Show. I'm your host, Earl Basden. Joining me is my co-host, Jason Jugman J. Ford. And this evening, we will be talking Move Bermuda Senior Games, which are set for May of this year. We're joined by Dr. Valoy Lewin. Dr. Lewin, thank you very much for joining us this evening. We did have also scheduled to join us Dr. Freddie Evans, who is the president of the Bermuda National Athletic Association. Unfortunately, Dr. Evans is traveling today, and of course, bad timing. His flight got delayed. We did manage to have a chat prior to him while he was waiting for his connecting flight. I did put some questions to him. I asked him, how does this event help Bermuda track and field? The thought process of this event is significant in what way? And it is another event to highlight is this another event to highlight overseas athletes and a handful of Bermuda athletes? Or is it the opposite way around for this particular event? And how can the public assist to make sure that this event goes off well? This is Dr. Evans' response to those questions put forward to him.
So Earl, the impetus to even try to explore the idea came from the former PS of Health. Her daughter's a track runner, and we were at track meet together, and she asked me about seniors running track. And I told her that's something we could do, and she said, can you? I said, yes. And she said, well, I'll get my team together and see if we can make it happen. And so that's how we started the conversation. Like I said earlier in our conversation, the people from health are so into helping Bermuda and its health consciousness and trying to ensure that outreach is generational from youth to seniors, that they just jumped on the idea, and they're going to help to make it bigger and better than beyond my initial vision. So we're really proud to be associated with them. BNAA will run the track meet, but it's really hosted by health. The outreach is held to the greater community. Move More Bermuda is going to be something special.
Dr. Lewin, again, good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
The Department of Health is working with the Bermuda National Athletic Association to host this event. As I've already indicated, it's scheduled for May. It's actually the day before the the USA track meet, the Grand Prix at the National Sports Center, Philadelphia Southfield Stadium. Just putting this together for the Department of Health and ensuring that it's another way to move athletes, as we call senior athletes. For the department, what is the aim and the goal of this particular program, this games set for May?
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. The Move More Bermuda Senior Games is more than just athletes. We want to encourage as many people who may have been former athletes or just encourage people to get physically active. So the Move More Bermuda Senior Games is, we want to promote the importance of physical activity and adding physical activity to your lifestyle, even as you get older. We don't want people to think that as you age, you sit down. No, there's lots of things that you still can do to be healthy. So the Move More Bermuda Senior Games was a great idea that was conceived to just encourage people as they get older, so you can still participate in some competition. People love to compete, and it's just a way of getting people moving more. So Dr. Evans approached me with the idea, and we were like, yes, let's do it, and let's encourage our seniors. And we're not talking old seniors, we're just talking seniors by you're over 50. We're talking all seniors, but we're some people don't like that word, seniors, but
right.
It's just it's just a term for the older athletes.
But in the world of track and field, there is
the senior. Yeah, and you have the juniors, you have the seniors. Yeah. So we just want to encourage people to become physically active. And this is a fun way of doing that. And it's a competitive way. And we think that we should get we hopefully will get a lot of interest and people will participate.
Yeah, we're also hoping to be joined by Hazel Clark from the Bermuda um, Tourism Authority. Yeah, she's going to be joining us
Oh,
shortly.
wonderful. Yes, because
Yeah.
Bermuda Tourism Authority is another partner as well. And we're also partnering with the Ministry of Youth, Culture, and Sports, and also the Ministry of Social Development and Seniors. And so those are the main partners that are working together to host this event. And we're excited about it, and we think it's going to be a wonderful event. And we hope as many people as possible will participate in this first inaugural event, and we hope to make it an annual event so that we can keep bringing more people to have an active lifestyle.
Jay, you want to jump in?
Well, first of all, good evening, Doctor.
Good evening.
It's amazing because as athletes or former athletes, you still have the burning desire to compete, right? But our body says, you know what, let's think a little twice about it because I might need to move tomorrow. But to have these what type of events are we talking about? Because, I mean, Earl once upon a time could run 100 meters. I don't want to see him run 100 meters now, right? So what type of
there will be 100 meters. There will be yes. There will be a variety of short races and the longer the longer races, 1500.
Okay.
And 3,000, I believe. And there's also going to be a walking competition as well.
Okay.
And there also be the plan to be long jump and I believe like shot put. So all athletes, yeah. So it's
going to be a regular track meet. It's just going to be for seniors.
Seniors.
I thought it was something curtailed for the seniors, as they would say. Right?
Well, I mean, you still have people out there that can move. So we want to, and I want to put in this that we're actually on March the 2nd starting training sessions. So people who haven't been out there for a while, if you want to just, get some expert training. We have a trainer that will be at the National Sports Center on Thursdays from 6 to 7 p.m. And we'll be helping people to get themselves ready because we don't want people to come on the day and do that. We want you to make sure you prepare if you're going to enter into the race.
Have you had any interest from former, athletes from our heyday, who are now seniors? Have you had any, who have represented?
Well, we have Brian Wellman, who's going to be the ambassador for our games. We've also asked, her name is Debbie Jones Hunter, yes, and she's consented. We have some individuals who are runners who will kind of do PSAs for us to promote it as well. So, but we don't want people to be scared of by athletes. We want everyday person to, if they feel like they can do an event, to come out and join as well. So it's open to anyone and everyone between the ages. If the only qualification, you have to be over 50 and over to participate.
I'm 49, so that comes
okay, well, next year.
Ready for next year.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. So I can just give you some information if you want, just the date and all of that. How people can. So it's on Saturday, May 20th, at the National Sports Center, and it's scheduled to be around 2 to 4 p.m. And there's a nominal entry fee of $10. And the first 100 persons registered will receive a swag bag. And the registration opens on March the 1st. And people can register online at tracky.com. Or we will have the paper forms available for people to complete for those who are not savvy on computer and would rather just write in there at the Sports Cellar in Washington Mall, and they can drop their get the forms there. And as I said, the training sessions will start on Thursdays, starting March the 2nd at the National Sports Center.
What time on Thursdays?
6 p.m. to 7.
Okay.
So, yes. So, and depending on the response we get, we may add another day of training, but we just want to start off and to see what kind of response we'll get from people to start training for that. And they're also, we're doing it in conjunction with some other track activities going on that weekend with the kids, and also the USTFA, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
And so we may have some overseas athletes coming in as well, senior athletes to come and participate also. So it's a nice way to bring in others and also have our locals compete. So we're looking forward. We're excited about it, and I think it's going to be a great event. So we want as many people as possible to participate, but also to come out and support as well.
Sure. Well, I mean, in speaking with Dr. Evans, he was talking about the fact that the Bermuda National Athletic Association will actually run the event, and you're working in conjunction with the Department of Youth and Sport as well. But just the relationship with the 3 units to make this happy. I mean, make it happen. Sorry. How happy are you that we're able to collaborate and give back to allow our seniors to come out and just be on display?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, a lot of times we work in silos, of things, and so now we have some of our goals are the same, and so it's great that we can be able to talk about it and see where we can help one another. I mean, especially with Department of Youth, Culture, and Sport, they have the sports policy that they recently put out, and this is something that they want to promote as well. So, it was great to work with them, and also with Tourism Authority. We want to spread the message about Bermuda as a destination for athletic activities, and that all comes hand in hand. So we're happy for this opportunity to work with other partners. And for my office, the Health Promotion and Wellness Office, we work a lot with health partners and other collaborators to get our message out. So, this is not new for us, but it's a new kind of collaboration with these agencies.
Sure. I mean, Jay, it's unfortunate that Dr. Evans isn't available this evening to join us because we would have wanted him to kind of spell out the events that we were going to have.
Yes.
Like the 100, the 200, probably the 400.
Right.
You can see Jay running 15.
Hold on, there's a time limit to this stuff, right?
Jay.
There's a time limit to this stuff, bro.
Get Kevin Smith back out there, and these guys are over 50, so hey, and are still active.
Yes. And so definitely we as I said, we want to encourage as many people to participate in whatever your area of expertise is, or if you do all of them. I'm trying to find my little listing of all the races that we are planning to, but it's a 100, 200, I think 400, sure. I think it's a 1,500 meter and the 3,000 meter.
Yeah.
So, and then as I said, the shot put and long jump was
sure.
Other activities.
Sure.
So that's not my area of expertise, but I know it would have been great to speak to that. But they're coordinating most of that, and we are helping. We're also going to have some health partners and other vendors they're available to provide health information, and also screenings if people want to take advantage of that. So we'll have that available also.
I was going to ask that if there were going to be partners there as well.
Yes.
To provide those things. I mean, as we know, an event is when people come out, but it could also encourage other people to bring someone out to get screened or to get checked. Using the event to do so, because naturally that person they'll say no going to a doctor or something like that. Mm-hmm. But taking them to an event and then say, hey, let's do this, and being the good there, they might be more receptive. Let's take our first commercial break. Let me come back. Hopefully Hazel Clark will have joined us by then. If not, we'll continue with the Island Stat Sports Show. We'll be right back.
putting down a weapon.
You seeing this? John Barrett & Son is bringing us something fresh and exciting for the new year. Bai Antioxidant Infusion Beverage. Bai delivers the natural antioxidant benefits of the coffee fruit in glorious combination with a variety of exotic fruit flavors, with only 1 gram of sugar and 10 calories per bottle. The folks at Bai are inviting us on a world tour through these amazing flavors. Brasilia blueberry, Zambia Bing cherry, Costa Rica clementine, Malawi mango, Panama peach, Ipanema pomegranate, Kupang strawberry kiwi, and more. Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
I'm also thankful and grateful because my greatest value of my life is my legacy.
But why I do it? I feel supposed to do it. I was put here to be here, to do what I'm doing right now. Once I see somebody moving, it's the greatest joy for me. There's a little person being born.
I am thankful that people have given me the trust, for me to empower them, from my players to my family to friends. And that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that people have allowed me and trusted me to be in their life.
And welcome back. Dr. Lewin, what sort of programs does the health clinic and the Department of Health offer to seniors, and especially those who are active?
Well, for our office, we promote physical activity and healthy eating as a mainstay of promoting healthy lifestyles in the community. So we've offered several programs, like we've done Fitness in the Park, where we've offered various types of exercise that people can find, because what you need to do is find something that you love to do and you'll keep doing it. And so we had offered various types of Zumba, kickboxing, sorry, it's drawing a blank. CrossFit. We had different trainers come and do some lunchtime classes for people to try out to see if they enjoyed it. And we've had lots of people who have attended, all ages actually. We also offer during different events, just physical activity opportunities for people to get moving. I can talk about one where we had Zumba in the Park. We did a partnership with it, and one person who attended, she had never done Zumba before, and she actually enjoyed it, and she went on to lose like 70 pounds and became a Zumba instructor. So, that's kind of like one testimonial about someone who attended one of our programs and was, just, moved to get healthier. And, she is now a Zumba instructor and she has energy through the roof. But, so we try to offer programs on different yoga and different activities so people can see what they will enjoy and engage in physical activity. We also offer as a Grow, Eat, Save, which is a gardening course, and it's free of charge. It's an 8-session gardening course with Chaplain Kevin Santucci. He's a master gardener, and he offers his expertise free of charge. He has it actually will have one. It's starting tomorrow. Every Thursday, starting tomorrow, we'll have the Grow, Eat, Save session, and he gives people the skills and knowledge of how to start your own garden. And there's a practical hands-on part where people we've secured a site where we give participants plot areas where they can use it for a growing season and learn to grow their own vegetables. And that's a form of physical activity as well, because you're bending, you're lifting, you're doing all sorts of things with gardening, but you're also learning how to grow your own food. And in this time, saving money any way we can is a great thing. So that's another program that we offer. So it's several programs throughout the year. We try to promote it as widely as possible so that people can participate. But we have Public Health Week, which is coming up in April, and we have a series of activities that we're planning for that. And then we also have another event in September called Celebrating Wellness, and that's another event where we promote physical activity and healthy eating. So there are several things all throughout the year. And we try as much as possible to give people the tools that they need to live a healthy lifestyle.
Sure. Jay, I know this event is smack dab in the middle of there's a youth event on this Friday evening, and then it's this Move More Bermuda Senior Games on the Saturday, and then as I already indicated, and as Dr. Lewin has indicated, it's the USTF Track Grand Prix on the Sunday. And I believe each one of these events are like a 2-hour window that they're going to have these games done in and out. And it's just going to be a big weekend for track and field of all sorts.
Yeah.
And
we're hitting all the age groups. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey?
No, I'm just here sitting back and I'm saying, man, I'm glad we're all coming together now with a collaborative effort, because a lot of times, like you mentioned earlier, we work into these little silos and we want this big bang for our buck. But if we just use our events more efficiently and come together with more partners, now we've got some eyes, now you bring more eyes and somebody else bring more eyes. So now we make it a major event. And I think a lot of times we keep these ideas to ourselves, we put them on a date, and next thing you know, we got 75% all the way through, and then we know something else big is happening on the day, or another event's happening on the day that might be conflicting with your event. But you're still finding the process is like, okay, we can't pull out. And a lot of that stuff can be, I won't say eliminated, but a lot of stuff can be, just planning and collaborating early enough where now you can bring all these different vendors together, different partners together. And I say this, Earl, because Earl, when we go to these international events, we might go to international events, but there's so many other things happening at that event. Right. That is, in some way or another, it's in line with it, but it gives the opportunity because the eyes and everybody's there. So that's the time as a promoter. That's what you want. For sponsors, that's what they want. They want the exposure, right? So they want the people there to come and enjoy the event, but also get to taste products or whatever it may be. So I'm just glad that we're now working towards that. And with all the partners you've mentioned, I think, man, this is something that could grow even more.
Definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. Yes, I think and we look to grow it more as well. So, I mean, this is our first, first step into it. So, the first year you just see how it goes and then make changes or improvements for the next go around. But we want to make sure that this is something that can be sustained annually. And I think with the partners that we have, it looks like something that can. So we're very excited about that.
Sure. I mean, you look at like we always talk about, the Bermuda National Athletic Association is in the midst of finalizing their Carifta team of youngsters, but they do have a large participation of seniors that still compete, not just in track, but in road races. Because when they have the national championships, we do get 50 plus year-olds competing at various different disciplines, and there's just another opportunity for them to come out and be seen in front of a large crowd. I mean, because the weekend is shaping up to be a very special one, as we've already indicated. You got the youth, the seniors, and then the pros. Right. And we knew what the pros offered last year. That included Dage finishing third in his race, and others showing up. Janai won his triple jump, and we're hoping that those two and more will be featured in the Grand Prix on the Sunday as well. But they'll be there to cheer on the seniors as well as the juniors throughout the weekend because they're current. They have to thank those who were before them and encourage those behind them.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I just think it's an opportunity for all generations to be together and encourage one another in this thing called life. I mean, we have to live. So why not have a healthy lifestyle while we're living? And so if we can encourage as many people to just to sign up and to be a part of it. We are excited about that. I mean, if your discipline was 100 meters, maybe you can try. I mean, of course, it's not going to be as fast as those young ones out there, but still, that might be your goal, to just do the 100 meters and finish. So, and then we're going to, I think we're going to do in different age bands. So the 50 to 54, I think, kind of like the 5-year categories. So I think it's up to 85 plus. So whoever, if we get that age group, we'll enter people in. And so we're also going to have medals for individuals, first, second, and third place, gold, silver, and bronze. So we're just excited. Oh, I wanted to talk about this, a little twist that we're adding to it as well. Another competition element is that depending on, when you sign up, you're going to sign up and maybe put your address. So we're going to do by East, West, and Central. So we might have an overall winner. Like, is it going to be the East parishes or the Central parishes or the Western parishes of the participants? So, you get points for participating in events. So, we're going to have an overall kind of parish winners, but it'd be like East, West, and Central. So we're going to add that little element too. So everybody from Devonshire, sign up. Yeah. And so that's another part of it that we're adding to it. So, encourage many people from the various.
That would definitely add some more excitement to it as well.
Yeah. So that's another element that we're also adding as well. And then we did talk about Brian Wellman, who'll be our ambassador. And so you'll hear more from him, as we get closer to the time to promote the event. But we just want to make sure that it's promoted far and wide. And thank you for having me on, and somebody else would come on, but to promote the event and for this opportunity, because we try as hard as we can to get the message out there and let people know that this is coming and that we want people to sign up and participate.
Sure. Well, Dr. Lewin, I want to thank you very much for getting this conversation started, only because I think it's a remarkable thing that we're going to have our seniors on display and having them have the opportunity to rekindle some of those memories.
Yes, I think so.
Most of them would not remember running on a synthetic track. Here's their opportunity, because back in the day, they would have run on grass.
On grass.
Here's an opportunity for them to, relive some of those moments of running around the National Sports Center during their time. But here is that opportunity now to run around that track and have fun with it.
Yes, and have fun with it. And also remember, if you want to sign up and you need some training, we have a free available trainer on Thursdays from 6 to 7 at the National Stadium. So starting March the 2nd, and it'll be Thursdays. And we've, if people want more information, they can email healthpromotion@gov.bm. healthpromotion@gov.bm. Check out our Facebook page, Department of Health Bermuda Facebook page, and it has the flyer on there. And for more information, people can contact our office so that we can, provide as much information as we can.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Jay. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, with another edition of the Eiderstad Sports Show. Thank you very much, Dr. Lewin. Good luck. We'll actually be speaking with you and others as we get closer to the event to make sure that everybody is aware of what's going on as far as the Move More Bermuda Senior Games scheduled for May. Is it 21st or 20th?
The 20th. The
May
Saturday.
20th.
Yes.
Saturday. Okay. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.